Well, hi there folks, this is your host ID Jester. Thanks for checking out my video and welcome back to Sword Coast Legends. Sword Coast Legends. So, for those of you who are following along, we have good news and we have bad news associated with Sword Coast Legends. I guess for those of you who don't know, the bad news is the release date for this game was originally supposed to be September 8th, and they pushed it back to September 29th. Unfortunately, now they have reassessed the situation after Head Start access last weekend, and they have decided to postpone it until October 20th. So, another month this game will get a bug fixing and basically working on the network code. I guess there was a lot of issues with connectivity between players and lag and all that. So they spent this week updating the game network code, the game network interface, which we're going to look at here in a minute, and basically um, a few minor bugs here and there. And the UI for the multiplayer is also supposed to have been changed a little bit. So we'll get that. As far as the good news goes, because of the pushback, they have decided to give us several more Head Start access. So this is September 25th. We have the weekend of September 25th, 26th, and 27th until midnight, Sunday at midnight. So we got basically about 2.5 more days. Then we're going to be having to take a nice long break because there is no Head Start access on the weekend of October 2nd, 3rd, 4th. The next early access will be October 9th. So basically 2 weeks from today before we'll have access to the game again. And then it'll be a Head Start weekend again, the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And then, according to what I understand, everybody that's pre-ordered will have access to the full game on the 18th, but the game doesn't officially release until the 20th. So that news, I'm sure, might get updated from between now and then. But I'm just kind of letting everybody know ahead of time. We can plan on plenty of videos from this weekend. I plan on spending many hours and recording all of it, and hopefully going to post to my YouTube channel for anybody to watch out there. So let's look around and see. First things first, let's see if our modules are saved there. So you can see our stats were still there from last early access. If I go to create a module, alright, so our modules are in there still. That's good. We were working on Trouble by the Sea. The reason I haven't posted these videos is probably going to be using this as a player campaign. Maybe, maybe not. But I haven't posted these yet. So I might end up doing that. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on the situation. So if we go to downloaded modules, you can see we still have those. Find more modules. Okay, looks like obviously I have access to lots and lots of modules. Alright. Let's go back to play campaign. Actually, what we want to do is, let's go back. Let's go into the player. Let's look at the multiplayer interface. Module campaign, join. Okay, so you can see I'm one of the first people, obviously, to get this downloaded. There's not a lot of people hosting right now because a lot of people are still downloading the update. It was 2.8 gigs of information, which I'm assuming is just getting layered on top of the 3.8 gigs we had last early access. So I'm assuming that 2.8 is just getting layered on top of it. Alright, so player host, player host, player host. So this looks like these guys were definitely ready to go. They're probably a group of players because they all have the same level characters. Probably have a dungeon master. Interesting. Good. Good for them. So I'm looking to see what changes they've made. They said they had updated some of the interface here. I'm just looking to see if we could find out. More games, friends games, nearby games. I know that's one thing they said was you could look for nearby games and you could check out the your ping, sort by ping. Doesn't look too much, but of course, again, there's only 4 games going on, so obviously I got my download before a lot of the others. Let's see if our... Alright, there's Many Fingers McFluin. So he's in... It looks like we've got access to our characters still. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright. Let's go back and look at our... let's go back and look at our module here and see if there's any kind of update to the module. So they did post the Head Start 3 access notes, and there was basically only maybe 10 lines of notes, and basically it all had to do with network coding and the multiplayer interface and connectivity issues and stuff like that. I don't think there was anything related to adding new features or adding new objects or anything, but let's look at our objects here. So well, let's just click on a few of these to see if there's these look pretty much exactly like last time. I don't see anything new at all. They look pretty much just like the last time. In fact, they haven't even sorted these by however they're going to sort them. They're not alphabetical or anything like that. Okay, let's look at locations really quickly here. Let's just create an area here and see if we've got access to any new areas. We did have A, B, C, D, E, and then one large area outside the gates. Okay, that's pretty much the same. It doesn't look like we have access to anything new with locations. I think basically what this is going to be just a build with a new interface for multiplayer and some network code issues and some minor fixes underneath the hood, as they like to say, underneath the hood that we're not going to be able to see. So we'll have to check out connectivity and see where we can get from there. So we have undead beasts, mercenaries, dead rats, sewers, goblin spiders, Dugar, Underdark, Drow, Demon Cultists, and the Gilded Eye. These are all exactly the same as well. Actually, I did keep our Swamp Beast set. Not that we changed a lot in it, so that's good. So it looks like everything's in there from last week. We just don't have access to anything new. All of our NPCs are here. That's good. Our quests are all in here. That's good. So, and like I said, it looks like our I think we changed Cave Bear and a couple of little color variations on a few of these guys. That was pretty much the only thing we did with this set here. We did a lot more of this in my other campaign. We did a really cool creature set. Hopefully I'll get to upload those sometime. Like I said, the only reason I haven't uploaded, it's a nice 7, 8, 9 hour of videos for that campaign creation. The only reason I haven't done that is because, like I said, I think I'm going to be using it for an introductory campaign for my players. I really like how it's going. There's lots of really cool things. So I hate to post it and have them all see it ahead of time because it would give them lots of spoilers. So if I choose not to use that as an introductory campaign, then I will upload those videos to my YouTube channel, so you guys will get to see that as well. But we are going to be doing lots of Lots of great new. Let's go back to exit to main menu. We don't need to save anything. We didn't make any changes. Um, we'll be working on new campaigns. We do have the new Trouble by the Sea. This is the one I was talking about that I'm going to probably use with my players. So if you're looking to become a player, looking for a DM, be sure to watch my video on looking for players. That kind of gives my thoughts and opinions on Sword Coast Legends, and also give you an update on when we're going to be doing it, how we're going to be doing it, what to expect. All that really good information. It's a long video. Do appreciate if you watch it all. But I think players and DMs having like mind and understand exactly where you're coming from will make the game last longer and not have as many people drop out. So, anyways, it doesn't look like we have access to any really new, cool, awesome things. Okay, so yeah. Okay, alright. I just wanted to see if it would pop up the multiplayer interface for the DM, but I think what it's going to do is... let's just load it up really quickly. Yeah, okay, so it just opens the slots open, and it gives you a rating. There's like no multiplayer information that you can input. It's just, I think it just uses your player name or your Steam name maybe, and then you can decide friends. I see, okay, because that's why no one joins. Friends, you can public, private, friends. Easy, medium, or hard, obviously, based on what you want to do there. Okay, well that's just a quick overview of that, but we're going to come back and we're going to look at some more campaign creation for Sword Coast Legends. This is just kind of an update on what to expect on my YouTube channel for Sword Coast Legends here. Again, this weekend, September 25th, 26th, 27th, we have access to the full game all weekend. We'll be posting lots of videos. We're going to be doing some more campaign creation, maybe even getting into games. We're going to test that network code. We're going to host some games with some modules, all kinds of things. So be sure to look for these videos to come shortly. And then there'll be a couple-week break where we won't have access to anything. So we won't have access to the game again until October 9th. So 2 weeks from today. Then we'll have access the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And then there'll be a week off, and then we'll have access to the full game starting on the 18th if you pre-order. If you don't pre-order, the full game releases on the 20th. So that's the schedule here on my channel. You can check out other people's channels and see what they have to say about the game as well. I recommend you do that. But we're going to be looking at lots of new and cool things this weekend. I'm also going to be creating some tutorial videos on stuff that I've learned. I've watched all my videos from last week, waiting for this weekend to come. Watched all my videos, watched how I was doing things, and was really thinking about some of the things I learned along the way, things I wasn't sure about in the beginning, and then as I progressed through the game and did different tests and everything, I really found out, especially when I created the second module. Again, you probably won't see that for a while, but I was able to figure out some other things with the questing and information and stuff like that. So we'll be doing some tutorial videos if you're interested in that as well. Again, Sword Coast Legends, full game release October 20th now. We will have early access to it on the 18th since we pre-ordered. So hopefully if we can get some players together, hopefully by the end of October we can start running some online campaigns with some players. So thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time here in Sword Coast Legends.